welcome to the Master Cars Pro channel. Today we'll talk about the problems and weaknesses of Chevrolet Epica. The shape is neat, albeit slightly unadventurous, and it's possible to walk around the car without being able to spot a bad angle. The high hunches and sculpted flanks are reminiscent of Honda's latest Accord, in itself no bad thing. There's more Honda-like DNA when you move around the back of the car, and until most drivers clock that Chevrolet bow tie badge and the Epica name, they'll assume it's an Accord. The front end is the most distinctive area, with big headlamps smeared backwards onto the wings and a very clean look to the grille and under bumper assembly. The rising waistline gives the car a dynamic appearance, although the overhangs are a little longer than many of its rivals, with an increased emphasis of pedestrian safety. The days of wheel at each corner design may be well on the wane. The Epic offers a lot of car, the tape measure showing it to be fully 4,805mm long by way of comparison, and a Accord is 4,665mm long, and Mondeo 4,731mm long, and a Peugeot 407 breaking the tape at 4,676mm. In fact, the Epica is closer to the 4,841 lengths of a BMW 5 Series than many of the current Croppa family saloons and hatches. Both LS and LT versions have impressive levels of standard equipment, with the entry-level 2.0 LS petrol getting air conditioning, cruise control, electric front and rear windows, CD stereo with MP3 input socket, remote audio controls, front fog lamps, 16-inch alloy wheels, front side and curtain airbags, and power adjustable mirrors. The LS diesel offers the same specification as the petrol, while LT spec cars add electronic climate control, rear parking sensors, leather seat trim, heated front seats, rain sensitive wipers, a CD auto changer, electro-hermetic rear view mirror, power adjustable driver's seat, trip computer, electronic stability control, and 17-inch alloys. Given that few Epicas cover huge mileages and are covered by a very good warranty arrangement, problems are few and far between. The Epica is very sensitive to incorrectly inflated front tires, so if the steering feels at all vague, check the pressures. Vaping oil coolers and flaky air conditioning units have been reported, and higher mileage drivers have reported a propensity for rear suspension bushing, but you'll still want to walk away from any Epica you see that hasn't been serviced on the nose with a fully stamped up book to back this up. Yeah, two engines are offered for sale in the UK, both of 2.0 liter capacity. The petrol unit is a 141 bhp straight 6, which is set transversely across the car. This would be a problem with most straight 6s, as they are, by their very nature, rather long engines and are usually mounted in line, driving the rear wheels. The Epica is a front wheel drive car, so the transverse mounting makes sense. Configuration is assisted by an engine which Chevrolet claims is the shortest of its type in the world. 60 miles per hour isn't bad for a 6-cylinder engine, but the 205 gram per kilometers emission figure dates the car somewhat. Although technically intriguing, the petrol power plant isn't as appealing as the 148 bhp common rail turbo diesel engine. This emits 169 grams per kilometer as a manual, and a rather poor 210 grams per kilometer when teamed with an automatic gearbox. Handling isn't too wallowy, although the steering has a very strong self-centering action. Refinement isn't bad, although you won't make mistake the 6-cylinder petrol unit for a BMW. power plant, the Epica offers a lot of car for the money. Normally, this is journalistic shorthand for saying that thing is a wheeled shed. But in the case of the Epica, you get an honest and not untalented big car at a small price. No, it's never gonna turn heads, but it won't have people scratching their chins and wondering what you were thinking when you signed the dotted line. The handsome but slightly anonymous styling will escape many, but anybody who gets to ride in one can't fail to be impressed by the amount of space inside and the amount of equipment included as standard. It's possible to scalp some real bargains if you're prepared to be patient and negotiate hard. So don't be afraid to go to jugular when choosing a used Chevrolet Epica. Well, if you are the owner of this car, then please describe the problems that you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps it is your feedback that'll help viewers when choosing a car. That's it for today. Thanks everyone for attention. It isn't much work for you to subscribe to the channel. See you soon.